Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Knight of Justice, and today we're going to go over Saga Goku versus the Silver Surfer. Let's see who wins.
The strongest heralds, right? Fucking surface supernovas for fun and shit, and he has the power cosmic, most importantly, which give him a majority of his hacks, right? He's got the energy absorption and his board. It helps him control his power. He's easily massively faster and light and shit. But as far as Silver Surfer goes, he's easily in those fucking like multi-solar system fucking goddamn galaxy levels of power, depending on which one we go with. But he's easily been able to like nullify universal levels of energy and redirect it upon automatizes. Like he automatized an enemy one time, and I'm actually sending you that right now with the power cosmic and shit like that, which was actually a pretty incredible feat, and I'm sending you that right now actually. So did you want to go over Goku, or did you want to touch up on a little bit more on Silver Surfer?
Let's touch upon a little more. Let's touch upon a little more Silver Surfer. Hold on. So let me get my stuff. This game right quick. All right. So with the Silver Surfer, right? Many of his other abilities, we could say. I mean, we already know that Goku is around those Buu Saga level, those galaxy level ranges or fifth solar system. Cause he's got off of Kid Buu, and Kid Buu was stated to wipe out multiple galaxies over the span of Kaioshin's lifespan. So like thousands of years, and in these times, he's able to like wipe out galaxies.
I do want to point out that like a Kaioshin can live like for up to a couple million years, also.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if we were to scale it off, he was able to go head to head against Buu, and even like rival him in power. Though he did state earlier that later, I believe, that if he had gone full out in that fight, he would have killed Kid Buu.
Yep.
So we know he's comparable to those levels of galaxy level attacks.
Yeah. That's true. And like in the past, Silver Surfer has been able to he's been able to go toe to toe with Thor, Beta Ray Bill, people who are easily like in those galaxy to multi-galaxy levels of power. He's been able to stalemate with people like the fucking the Hulk. He's been able to defeat people like the Hulk, excuse me. He's even fought the Sentry a couple times. And Sentry has been said to have like the power of over 1 million exploding suns.
Like literally. But they're not
literally.
They're not taking that. They're not going out their asses with that one. They're taking it literally.
Yeah. And if people are still like not sold on Sentry's power, in one of the more recent issues, in like an origin story, it actually shows like 1 million exploding suns while he's explaining his power and shit behind him in the backdrop. So yeah.
And
pretty legit.
And if we factor in like the Void's power has been kind of waxed and waned over the years, and it's mostly tied into like the Sentry's mental capacity. So if you were to scale like the Void, really he would be mostly solar system level at best, if galaxy. But he can increase his power over time. Because there was a what if story, like if the story of Siege, what if the Sentry killed the Marvel Universe, and the Sentry literally wiped out Thor, who was like solar system level at best, if not higher, and wiped out many of the more of the Earth superheroes. And you could argue that he was going to go out into the universe and conquer the entities and the abstracts, and would have destroyed the multiverse at best.
Yeah. All right, so let's go over some of for the people who don't know. Let's go over some of Goku's like basic abilities and shit, just so people get a rough, a good understanding of what we're going for.
All right.
So everybody knows Goku has like he moves massively faster than light and shit. Combat speed that is not travel speed. For people who still want to downplay and say, Goku's only faster than light at best. They haven't been faster than light ever since Dragon Ball. The fucking downplayers and shit.
The whole Dispo
like Oh yeah, Dispo's the first faster than light character in the series.
Yeah, he's faster than Birdo, dude.
Yeah, Bird was supposedly the fastest in the universe, right? I guess it just fucking, if Bird was still alive, he just speed blitzed everybody. You know, see Zeno over there just fucking speed blitzes ass and shit, right?
Right. Rest in peace.
You know. Alright, but oh my god. This shit. But Goku has other things, of course, like his instant transmission, which is able to get from planet Earth to the Kaioken realm in like a second, right? And also he can use that in battle, multiple times in battle continuously, which you saw was put on display mostly against like fucking copy Vegeta. It was also used against like multiple times in the Tournament of Power for other examples. But also Goku has the Spirit Bomb, one of his most powerful techniques, even though he people want to like try to downplay it because like they don't know the scaling of Genki, even though the scaling of Genki is fucking ridiculous, right?
Right.
So Goku could just take the power from a couple fighters, and that would be enough to defeat, like Kid Buu, right? Or better yet, Kid Buu. Let's just use Kid Buu because Spirit Bomb hasn't worked too many times.
Yeah, this is the Buu Saga too.
Yeah, and I think that's like one of the only successful times it's actually worked. Fucking, but oh yeah, and also another example, people like to really hate on the Trunks ending, right? The Future Trunks arc ending. When they it only took the Genki of Goku and Vegeta really to be able to fucking overwhelm and just destroy Zamasu, right? Finally destroy True Body. But however, regardless of the fact that Zamasu wasn't truly dead, he did manage to destroy his body, right? He didn't have a host anymore at that point. And that was all just mostly because of the Genki. No, if not all, just because of the Genki that he received from Goku and Vegeta.
We also know he has the Kamehameha wave, the Kaioken. We can like stack maybe like times 10, times 20. He also has after images. He is resistant to mental hacks.
Yeah, and somewhat soul destruction because he was able to resist the Hakai for a little bit.
And we also know he is a master martial artist, of course.
He is.
So, and we're also going to play a factor in this fight is his Super Saiyan powers. We're just going to go up to 3 since we're still on the Buu Saga. So, so with Super Saiyan, it was a 50 times multiplier.
Now it's like a fucking 500 times multiplier at least.
What was
at least?
What's the scaling now for Super Saiyan 2 and 3?
I'm honestly not sure. Before Super Saiyan 3 was like, I guess people used to say like, I guess the Daizenshu said like a 3 or 400 times multiplier. So I guess we could double that now for Super Saiyan 3. So at least 800 times. If I'm not mistaken.
You know what? Let's just use the regular one because I'm not feeling like doing math right now.
Yeah, bro, it's too late at night.
It's too late at night to be doing math. I'm not getting my calculator.
So let's just go. So let's just go with a low ball of 3 times, right? Let's just go with the low ball of 3 times. And so Goku gets 3 times stronger from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. Okay. This is a low ball, everybody. This is just a low end. We're not saying this is fact because it's clearly not, especially with how much Goku has progressed. So he takes. Let me see. Super Saiyan 2's power level was stated in the Zenshu as.
Was it 200 times?
I believe so. I'm gonna double check just to be safe.
I think Super Saiyan 3 is 400 times, I believe.
Yeah. Or originally it was. Now it's like fucking. I guess it's probably even higher than that, more than likely. After he got the God boost and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I guess we can just go with the base, like the 400 times for this one.
Yes.
This is before everything else.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So fucking Super Saiyan 2 is, or no, Mastered Super Saiyan was originally greater than grade 2 1.1 and grade 2.1, right? Which was the Super Vegeta and Super Trunks shit. And this was Master Super Saiyan. So, and originally, Grade 1 Super Vegeta was stronger than Goku's Super Saiyan form, or stronger than his own Super Saiyan form. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And we all know that Goku was able to hold his own against Cell pretty evenly until the end there. He still started powering up. So at that point, Goku was stronger than almost every Z fighter other than
Gohan.
Other than Gohan, yeah. So with Goku's Super Saiyan, well, at that point Super Saiyan, it was at least. I'm about to send you the numbers also, just to let you know.
So as we know, like Cell, yeah, he was like half of Goku. He was like 50% during the fight against Goku, and during his fight against Gohan, when Gohan transformed as a Super Saiyan 2, he was at full power, and he stated that Goku stated that so this is Cell's power. I thought he was exerting more than this when he was fighting him. So Goku thought at first that was when they fought that was Cell's full power, but it seemed that Cell was hiding more than Goku thought he would. And then
that's true too.
Gohan bullied Cell.
Yeah. And people want to make like the argument that Cell was still stronger or whatever, right? But like when he came back as Super Perfect Cell, because he was able to injure Gohan, like when he tried to save Vegeta. However, we cannot count that because Gohan was, of course, off guard. He was trying to protect Vegeta, right? And if that's the case, then I guess we can fucking lowball Blue Goku to laser level, right? Because he was hurt by a laser while his back was turned.
That's like me saving a little girl from getting shot and not taking the bullet for her and then fighting the guy at half strength.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? And it was stated multiple times in both Kai, which is canon, in both Kai and the manga, that Gohan had lost over half of his power, right? And he only had one arm to work with. And even then, like, Cell may have been playing with him, he may have been toying with him, like, it was implied, but at that point, you could maybe argue that Cell was like slightly stronger, but Gohan was still able to match him though. At every turning point, like when Cell would push, Gohan would push back and make it even again.
Yeah, because Goku kept saying that he was still holding back his power.
Yeah, and what did he say? Gohan was worried about the environment.
Yeah, he was worried about the Earth, and then Goku kept saying that we just revive that with the Dragon Balls.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I just sent you the multiplier for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Super Saiyan 1 Master Goku.
Alright. So now that we got Buu Saga Goku scaling, we can get on to the fight and how it will play down. Now, in all honest truth, if we're going with Buu Saga Goku versus Silver Surfer, right?
It's kind of a stomp.
It kind of is, because if this was a serious fight, like Silver Surfer bloodlusted, he would shit stomp Goku, like no diff.
Yeah. I do feel like we should probably go like over like equalization after this, like do them with equal stats.
Yeah.
Also, but yes, Silver Surfer, he has the power cosmic, okay, and the feats he performs are just ridiculous at this point, at least for Buu Saga level, Buu Saga characters. He's surfing supernovas, right? He has casually nullified universal levels of power and has redirected it and shit. You know, he fucking he's fought multiple galaxy or solar system to galaxy, if not galaxy level characters multiple times.
Didn't he take a solar system blowing up?
Yeah, he tanked the solar system blowing up and didn't get hurt by it.
Though you could argue that Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 may be physically stronger than him. You could argue that. You could argue that.
I suppose so, I guess, but it just, I'm not, the only thing I'd have a problem like with that is as far as like, what would you mean by like physically? Because he's tanked the fucking solar system blowing up, has casually like fucking nullified, even though he was using his power cosmic abilities, he still was able to fucking take the fucking nullify universal levels of power and shit. He has traveled like from galaxies to galaxies in the span of a couple minutes, shit like that.
Like this
And
dude
at that
was
point,
moving so fast, he was warping space and time with his sheer speed.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
So
Plus, like,
yeah.
he's fucking, like if we counted supernova feats and shit, surfing fucking supernovas and one, I believe it was one of the newer issues that when he was doing so, like when he was surfing that supernova and shit, he had actually gotten, it had touched him type shit, like fucking the energy had fucking, it had touched him and shit while he was surfing it. So he kind of like, even though he didn't get hit by it all, he kind of like tanked what did touch him. It didn't seem to affect him at all. So his durability is also ridiculous.
And if like people say that he may not be that Goku has fought stronger beings, so as Silver Surfer, he's like fought against a guy named Tyrant who's comparable to Galactus, and he was able to defeat Galactus too, and Silver Surfer was able to tank his hits and his blasts. And you could like argue that Tyrant's like multi-galaxy to Universal if you compare him with the Galactus too.
Yeah, and that's that wasn't a well fed Galactus, but he had been eating. So. And also with Tyrant, at one point, Galactus had actually made him almost as strong as he was, and when they had fought for, I think this was the second time, he had a lot of trouble taking him down. So that just like further fucking, Tyrant is ridiculous, and Silver Surfer was able to fucking fight with him, like almost even to a degree.
So the many ways that the Silver Surfer can defeat Goku, he can absorb Goku's energy because he's shown to absorb like radiation from the sun, and it's like he did against the Hulk. He was able to absorb the gamma radiation from the Hulk and turn it back into Bruce Banner. So, and Super Saiyan 3 has attacks on stamina, so if he absorbs the energy from Goku, he can like put him back in his base form. Another thing Silver Surfer has is he has soul hacks, and he can go into the astral plane and destroy Goku's soul.
Yes, and for anybody that tries to argue about, he has slight soul resistance, this is not Super Goku. Once more, we have to imply, because I already know somebody's going to be in the comment section, but what about when he takes the Hakai in his base form? Get that shit out of here. This is fucking Saga Goku, okay? He has no soul resistance at this point. And just to make that clear.
Silver Surfer can also like manipulate organs. He can like mess with Goku's heart and organs and shit like that, his lungs.
Yep.
And if Goku's whoever like puts that Buhan incident when Vegeta went into Buhan, okay, for one thing, Silver Surfer's away is not even in Buhan. He's manipulating. For instance, Silver Surfer's not even in Vegeta, right? He's away from Vegeta, so he's manipulating his body from not within. So he's able to like mess with his heart, his organs, and his lungs. Yep. How is Goku going to be able to defend against that?
I have no clue. I guess how some other people would perceive it. He's got omega resistance to almost everything at this point.
Like he couldn't even take the heart virus, dude.
He got killed, but Goku could probably catch cancer and shit. Shit's ridiculous. He caught a fucking heart disease. I know means and shit.
Surfer could also deatomize Goku.
Also, I'd like to point out that Silver Surfer also has fucking his phasing ability. So even if Goku was able to find a way like to hold him off, he wouldn't be able to land a serious punch. He wouldn't be able to land anything that's definitive to fucking like sway the fight from one way to another. So Silver Surfer was having trouble, he'd resort to that. Or he'd just be able to absorb anything that Goku took at him, right? Anything he shot, he'd just absorb and re-deflect at his ass with more power. So I just wanted to throw that in there too.
We can also put in like Silver Surfer can also manipulate the atmosphere so Goku can't breathe. And like I said, take away his oxygen. And this isn't Battle of Gods, so we haven't seen Goku go into the atmosphere or above that. And be able to, besides, that is like the stratosphere or the ozone layer, and so there is oxygen up there.
Also, also, I want to make a very good point, which this is not an outlier, right? This is not also hyperbole, okay? It was stated in one of Kira Toriyama's, I guess somebody had asked something about like the Battle of God, and he asked if Goku could breathe in space, right? They were in the fucking the atmosphere, right? Like you said, there's still oxygen up there, okay? And many times in Super, Goku was like fucking. Remember when they were on the ship with 17?
Yeah.
Right. And Goku used instant transmission, right, for a second to catch them and then take them to King Kai's. I don't think he can breathe in space like with difficulty, as Toriyama said, but he wasn't in the vast reaches of space where there's no oxygen at all. And every single time he was in Super, like in space, Wish was there, typically, like when they were above Zamasu's planet and shit. And then like fucking when Wish like let off his orb and shit, Goku started flying off, and then fucking Wish had to redo the orb and shit so Goku could breathe, which were both only like a second. So I mean, there's more evidence to say that Goku can survive in the stratosphere with difficulty. But I doubt he could actually be in the vast reaches of space where there's no oxygen. And also, Frieza was able to drown him. Like, he still needs oxygen to breathe, people. Goku just, he needs oxygen to breathe regardless.
He's probably
There's so
Aquaman,
much evidence
bro.
out there. Yeah, there's evidence out there. Like, including Frieza was going to drown him if he could have kept him down there long enough. And Goku was, like, struggling underwater. Right? Which is ridiculous.
So, and say if Goku did, like, eviscerate him, he can just regenerate.
Yeah.
Like, his regeneration is insane. He was able to generate from, like, an atom.
Yeah. And like at this point, like fucking. Also, you remember when the fucking Hulk did that shit? The fucking Hulk was literally able to fucking regenerate from being nothing but fucking bone and shit.
Nah,
shit was ridiculous.
I got a better feat, Lobo. He regenerated from a drop of blood.
Yeah. Shit was crazy. But yeah, at this point, like in Dragon Ball, there's just Silver Surfer just has too many insane feats that are in that like galaxy to solar system to galaxy, if not multi-galaxy level, including the Tyrant feat, like fighting off Tyrant. So
we can also, I like to have another one like factor in Silver Surfer's speed. He was able to fly. Let me think. He was able to fly at faster than light speeds, right? And the Surfer took an enemy in the future and stranded him there to leave him to die on a deserted world.
Damn. Yeah. At this point, it's somewhat of a it's somewhat of a stomp, guys. But we are about to we'll go over them being equal. We'll go over them with equal stats to see how the fight will play out that way. Probably not too different, but we'll do it just for y'all. But at this point, Power, would you agree that this fight would go to the Silver Surfer?
I have to give it to the Silver Surfer for this one.
Yeah.
So, like, if we put in, like, maybe... right now, Goku now, he was shit stomp Surfer. But even early Battle of Gods, you could argue the Surfer could do okay, but he would still lose to Goku.
Yeah. Now, if we want to go for a Silver Surfer that could beat Goku regardless, we go for the one that defeated... or that was fighting old King Thanos, right?
Yo!
Yeah, but this isn't about him. This isn't about him. Okay, guys?
We might do a separate video on that one.
God, people don't fucking hate us, man. I can see the fucking comments now. You fucking Marvel wanksters. Fuck you guys. I hope you died. Hope you died in your sleep.
Yeah, hope I die. Hope I die for being right about my favorite characters.
God damn.
Yo, we should do that. We should do that debate what we had with TBG, like Batman equals stats with Vegeta.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, the cancer that's gonna come from that. The cancer, bro. The cancer that will come from that.
That has been the video for today. If you like the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment down below, and we will see you guys next time. Also, this is my friend Mr. Turbo. I forgot to introduce him.
Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Also, I'll be giving Power the link to my channel in the description so you guys can subscribe and shit if you guys want. But yeah.
So yeah, we may be on the low top, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and like I said, comment down below, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.